The FoodSaver Handheld Mini with Marinate setting is one of the few handheld sealers that has a dedicated marinating feature. You see it come up all the time when people are looking for something that can do more than just seal bags. We've tested other FoodSaver handhelds and we've tested handheld sealers from different brands. This one is supposed to differentiate itself with the Marinate Mode. So we want to see if that feature actually works as advertised and whether the rest of the unit holds up. Let's get into it and welcome to the Shouldit Vacuum Sealer series. Hey everyone, I'm Matthew Lee and welcome back to Shouldit. Today I have the FoodSaver Handheld Mini. This is the packaging, and to the side you will find everything that is in the box, including the handheld unit itself, a preserve and marinate container, a couple of reusable bags, and some zipper bags, all of which that you can use together with the handheld unit to preserve and keep your food safe. Now I am going to open up the box and see precisely what we're working with. First, let's take a look at the handheld unit itself. This thing is sleek, matte finish, minimal branding, and it looks modern and feels very solid in your hand. It's wireless, meaning it runs on a rechargeable battery. And here there's a charging dock, not just a cable, but an actual dock that looks good on your counter or that fits in a cabinet. The way you recharge this unit is at the back of the unit you can find two metal contacts. These are supposed to align with the two metal prongs inside of the charging base. What you have to do is align them together by just putting the unit in the correct orientation inside the charging base, and it's basically going to handle everything for you. In addition, we've got several quart-sized reusable zipper bags to get started with, plus a 10-cup preserve and marinate container. This container is key for the marinating feature we're going to test later down the line. The whole package is designed to feel premium without the premium price. FoodSaver clearly put thought into the unboxing experience for this unit. So a little bit more details about the preserve and marinate container we have here. To use this container, first thing first, we have to talk about this knob thing on the lid here. In the middle, you will find a hole which will correspond to this vacuum sealing nozzle on the FoodSaver handheld unit. The way you use it is first make sure that the arrow on the lid is pointed toward the vacuum store position. Make sure that the lid is nice and tight as well. And now basically just plug this nozzle into the hole in the middle of the lid. Once it's nice and tight, press the vacuum button on the unit. You can check whether there's any suction or there's a vacuum inside of the container very easily by taking a look at this indicator right here. If it's sucked in, that means there's a negative pressure inside of the container. So the interior of the container is currently being vacuum sealed. And if you ever want to use the content inside and release that vacuum, all you have to do is turn this central dial into the open position or marinate mode. You will hear a slight hiss of sound. And when the indicator is pushed up, that means the vacuum pressure has been released and you can open the lid as usual. And of course, last but not least, you get some paperwork, user manual. Now we want to see just how powerful the suction of the FoodSaver Handheld is, and for that purpose, I have a bag full of cornflakes that I'm going to try and seal with the FoodSaver Handheld. This is one of the bags that comes with the sealer, and I'm going to crimp one end and use the included plastic clip here. Put it on to one edge. I'm going to slide it across. That will give us a very, very tight seal. Now, all that's left to do is aligning this green rubber lip of the sealer against this one-way air valve here and press the vacuum button. I'm not seeing any air leakage, bubbles, or channeling in this bag. In fact, its performance is comparable to many countertop units we've tested, and the noise is very quiet as well. With that said, one thing that becomes obvious when you use this handheld is how the cordless design actually changes your workflow. Traditional countertop sealers sit in one spot. You bring food to the sealer. The FoodSaver Handheld Mini comes to your food, sealing right at the fridge, sealing while prepping. It's small enough to take camping, on a boat, to a picnic, anywhere you need food preservation. So what's the actual value of the FoodSaver Handheld Mini? For around $50 to $60, depending on sales and bundles, you're getting a cordless handheld with a unique marinating features, solid build quality, included containers and bags, fast charging, and FoodSaver's proven reliability. The marinating capability alone is genuinely useful if you cook with marinades regularly. The cordless nature means you actually use it more often than you would a countertop sealer. The downsides is that it's not designed for heavy batch processing. The suction is lower than a full-size countertop model, so it takes a little bit more time to work, which means delicate items or liquids are going to need extra care. And the zipper bags aren't freezer safe in the long term. The container is for freezing, not the bags. But for daily use, meal prep, keeping frequently accessed items fresh, and marinating without a wait, this is genuinely practical. That wraps up our unboxing and first impressions of the FoodSaver Handheld Mini Cordless Vacuum Sealer with Marinate setting. In a full review coming soon, we'll test the Marinate functionality extensively, comparing flavor penetration to traditional marinades, testing how long the battery lasts under real-world use, checking the durability of the container seals over time, and comparing this handheld to other cordless options. Want to see a full testing procedure? Search "How should it test vacuum sealers?" Interested in the FoodSaver Handheld Mini? There's an Amazon link in the description. And if you want to see the full range of FoodSaver models and how they compare to other brands, check out the Shouldit Vacuum Sealer Series playlist. Have you used the Marinate Mode on a FoodSaver Handheld? Drop a comment and tell us your experience. What did you marinate? How long did it actually take? And how did it compare to traditional marinating? Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and consider supporting Shouldit so we can keep bringing you detailed, honest product reviews. Thanks for watching, and until next time.